Welcome back, my friends. As we head to the end of Season 8.5, I'm trying to get to all the builds that people have requested in one form or another throughout the season that I wasn't able to do. So I'm trying to get them all done before the season ends. First, a graphic. You know what to do. Like, comment, interact, do stuff. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Lives on the weekends, starting at noon Pacific time. And with that all said, let's get started. Let's jump to the augments because that's really where the decision was made. Now, I am looking to do a Fiora build with the other augment, so this is not the right one. So I go searching to see what I can get. I could do my favorite build with the Behemoth, but I've done that before. I could do an underground build with Rising Spell Force, but no, that's not what I'm looking for. So one more try, and let's see if we can get something. Winds of the Wanderer is a fantastic Yasuo build that will increase the damage that he has on his ult. Then you just need to create Jeweled Gauntlet, Hand of Justice, and Quicksilver, and that will give him 100% crit, and then you just need to get him up to 3 stars. And then you're all set. That's all. Just that. Now, there are kind of two different ways to go for this. You can go into a laser brawler build and have him be the carry, or into a duelist build and have him be the carry. The main goal is for him to be the carry with that augment, but I'm not getting too much friendliness out of the rolls thus far to allow me to decide exactly what direction I'm going. But I'm leaning towards a super duelist build because I got 2 Lee Sins. One more Lee Sin later, I've 2-starred him, picked up a Fiora, and decided, yep, I am going Supers Duelists in the hopes that I can get some 3-star champions and then increase Yasuo's power so that these attacks and his ult are even better and can wipe out teams. I'm able to get all 3 of my supers and the Jeweled Gauntlet, but I'm a little upset to see that someone else has the exact same augment and is headed in the exact same way. This is going to make things a little bit more difficult because we're going to be battling over the same champs. But such is the way of the hero augment, so we have to stick with it, and we're going to need lots of sparring gloves to make it happen. Jeweled Gauntlet, Quicksilver, Hand of Justice are the 3 best items for Yasuo so that he can get 100% crit and also get a little bit of healing. Ultimately, this game is going to hinge on a lot of things out of my control. Will the RNG be in my favor and I get the champs I want? Will Yasuo hit his ult? As we've discussed in lives before, he has a nasty habit of not being in a very good position. For the second set of augments, I am offered featherweights, which can be really good because it will stack on top of duelists in terms of attack speed and move speed, and I'm planning on Yasuo being the carry here, so hopefully that ends up working out. And enter the obligatory Anima Squad team with perfect items for Jinx. The Rage Blade and Spear of Sojin is going to keep our team stunned for a long time, so we're not going to be able to get in and we'll end up getting wiped. Item-wise here, I want to make Lee Sin tankier, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the Giant's Belt. I picked up the Negatron Cloak during the NPC round, so I'm going to be able to make the Quicksilver on Yasuo, so we have 2 of our 3 Yasuo items. My goal in this formation is for my front line to be able to pick up aggro, Yasuo to be able to go around the side and then just help wipe their front line with his ults. And you can see it's pretty effective. He's even able to get into their backline and do some serious damage. And I've been rolling like crazy to try and get 3-star 1 costs in here, like Gangplank, but I'm just not having any luck with it. I'm getting a few, but not too much, and it's likely because I have competition. It's time for the final augment. Luckily, we have a roll because didn't like anything here, then I'm a little bit torn. The Duelist Crest, I can put it on Lee Sin and I'll go straight to 6, or the Sunfire board will just overall weaken the opposing team. I decide to go with the Duelist Crest. Number 1, it does give me an additional Yasuo. I can also pick up the Sparring Glove and put that along with the tier I got in the NPC round, and now we have the complete Yasuo items. Then the Duelist symbol for Lee Sin. The only problem is I might not be able to get to 8 because I have passed on 1,000,000 Kales since I didn't think I would ever be in this position. We then run smack dab into the other duelist team, who has a gold 3-star Yasuo, a gold 3-star Kale, and is really just able to walk all over us. So I've managed to lock for the 3-star Malphite, so that will give me a slight damage boost. So I'm going to have a chance, and I'm 2 Yasuos away. But the other person already has the 3-star Yasuo, and while there are enough to pull this off, it's gonna be hard to find them with the percentage chance dropping. We come out of the NPC round into some item choices, and it's time to just stack damage on Vayne and hope that that can help us out. Our front line is pretty strong, especially now with the 3-star Malphite, but we need more damage here. So it was kind of here that I made a decision. I could pick up the Kale and go for the 8 duelists, but I have not had too much luck with that, especially with this build. I decided I'm going to stay at 7 duelists and try to find another champion to make this team work, because now we're in the top 4. And in the top 4 with us is that other duelist team that has a pretty major advantage because they have the 3-star Yasuo, a 2-star Twisted Fate, a 3-star Kale, and a 2-star Vayne. I'm gonna have to figure out a way past them. It is time for our final 2 items. First, I decide to go with the locket that I can put on Malphite. That way we're going to be getting a health shield up front. Second, because I was able to find a 2-star Twisted Fate, it's time for a static Shiv. We have also 3-starred the Lee Sin, so we're getting additional damage. I have Leona in the front right now for extra tankiness, but decide to switch to Fiddlesticks, and that's because Fiddlesticks will just distract an entire team, which may give us those few precious extra seconds we're going to need to finish teams off. First off, we have an underground quick draw team with the double Ezreals. We do have an advantage though with that Fiddlesticks, and you can see how he gets in there, distracts them enough that our team is able to do a ton of damage. Thank you to the 3-star Lee Sin, who's able to hold on and ultimately, with just enough health left, get rid of Samira. Then I'm able to 2-star the Fiddlesticks, go looking, and Gary is here because we end up with our gold 3-star Yasuo. We are facing off against the Anima Squad team and hoping that that person, or if the other person is facing us, our Ghost team can eliminate them, because the Duelist team is the one I'm most worried about. Although, never count out a team with a misfortune on it. But watch Yasuo in this. First, Fiddle does the perfect ult, then Yasuo finishes them off with over 15,000 damage. And luckily, this person, who ended up being really, really cool, got rid of the other duelist team. And they were saying, congratulations, GG. I reminded them they have a misfortune. Anything can happen. It's all going to depend on how it goes. But Yasuo, once again, with the incredible ult, another 15k damage, and it's GG for everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video and seeing this crazy build. And as always, have an absolutely, absolutely awesome day.